But I've always wanted to do something different. I really didn't want it to be, do a generalized MBA in marketing and finance. And that's when I came to know about SIMC, which properly deals with media and communication. So, you get to explore more into the creative side of it. Generally, try not to do very mainstream business competitions. We have a little bit of creativity flair in our competitions, and we try to make it interesting by including elements.
Hello and welcome to today's podcast from Skilled Sapiens, which helps you to discover new opportunities, develop essential skills, and deploy your talent to everlasting decision. Today, your host for the day is Prakrati Jain. Today, we have with us Shritika Tiwari. Shritika is currently pursuing her MBA from Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication. Shritika will help us with her a fresh experience and perspective to help us guide further. Shrutika, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prakriti. It was very
So,
nice.
how are you
being
feeling
with
right now?
I don't know actually. I'm feeling really nice. Like I feel it's a lot of responsibility that you. I'm really glad that I can do this podcast with you, and I hope like I can impart something which is of use to people watching. So yeah,
Well, we
thank
are
you for
looking
having.
forward to that too. So, Shrutika, let's start with telling about yourself because I think our viewers will be very eager to know you better.
Okay, so I'm Shritika Tiwari. I'll be turning 25 this year. I have done my graduation in BBA, and I hail from Raipur, Chhattisgarh mainly. And currently, I'm doing my MBA from Symbiosis Institute of Media and Communication, Pune. I hope to, get achieve a brand manager post somewhere in my future, and I want to work for major agencies like Ogilvy and everything. So yeah, I think that's about it.
I think you will get to achieve what you want. So, Shritika, let me ask that are you involved in any of the club and committees of your college? And if you do, what are these clubs and committees?
So yes, I'm the cell head of clubs and competition. Recently, I have become a cell head of clubs and competition. I've been involved with the club for the past 1 year. So as our seniors have left, I've taken the position of the head of the clubs and competition cell. And there are many other cells in our college. So basically, clubs and competition represents, as the name suggests, it represents all the competition, business competition hosted, and all of the clubs. Like we have different clubs, like business club and digital club. So we need to handle their responsibilities and maintain activities so that our college students, our batch can have more knowledge about advertising world before they enter into it. So yeah.
So, what are your roles and responsibility being the part of this club? And as you said, you have become the recent head of this club. So, what are your roles regarding this?
So previously, as a cell member, my responsibility was to host the competitions. We have to design competitions, MBA competitions for our batch. For like if there's an inter college competition held, we have to invite different colleges to it. We have to maintain a proper email decorum with them. We have to maintain like we have to post our competitions on Outlook and every other sources which provide competition information. We also are responsible for our batch to we encourage them to participate in the more MBA competition, and we manage
Yes, yes.
everything from the budget to the layout to their convenience and everything if they are going to another college for a competition. And if it's being held in our college and it's being hosted by us, we take care of like who will be the judges, what will be the competition flow, how will we manage it, what prizes would be distributed, and like what will be the flow of the competition, what will be presented in front of the judges. That's basically what clubs and competition.
Okay. So, what kind of activities or events do you do to promote or, to engage your audiences, like your students, college students, to be the part of, to engage more with these competitions that you host? And do you have some kind of flagship events that you do on an annual basis about any competition or something?
Okay, so yeah, we do have a flagship events. We annually host an event called Mad Hatters, which we host in collaboration with another cell called the marketing cell. So that competition involves the essence of both clubs and competition, the business competition, and of marketing as well. So that's our annual event about Mad Hatters, and it's usually a huge success for us. So that's why it's a major flagship event. And I'm sorry, can you repeat the second part?
So, I'm asking that what all case competitions do you do to, engage more of your audience? How you connect with your students, college students, or you said that you have inter-college competitions as well. So, how do you connect with these audiences?
Okay, so being a media and communication college, we generally try not to do very mainstream business competitions. We have a little bit of creativity flair in our competitions, and we try to make it interesting by including elements. So, like, we have hosted a competition where we have taken two completely different brands, aligned them together, and we asked the candidates, the participants, to like come up with a product which they both will come together with, and to generate a marketing plan for it, promotional plans for it. How will they, execute it in the market? What profit will it bring? Will it be profitable or not at all? So they have to prepare a whole product plan for it. It's also very creatively, it creatively jerks you out of it. You have to put your minds into it, and it's
Yes, of
also very
course.
involved. So it has like best of both worlds. We try to bring everything with it,
Yeah.
and it's generally a huge success up until now. And I hope, as a cell head this year, I hope I can take that forward. What my senior batches have done up there.
Well, my luck is all with you. I hope you do the same as you're wishing for. So, my question to you is do you really think that these case competitions are very important for an MBA student? And if you do, how much importance does they play? What role do they play for an MBA student?
Yeah, absolutely. So MBA competitions basically gives you a glimpse of how the real world is going to be, how you will plan it in the real world, how are you going to, uh, introduce products and make marketing plans for it, as you know. So everything you do in a competition is derived from the real world aspect itself. The only difference is that you don't have the risk what you have in real world.
Yes.
So you can explore, you can think like if it will work, if it will not work. You have guidance of the very expert judges, esteemed judges, who can guide you if on your plans, if you're going the right way, if you're not going the right way, is this the right way to think, is this the right market insight you have. So you get to know, you learn a lot. Even if you are not, if even if you're not winning the competition, participating gives you a lot of insight into what you're going to be working with, into how the advertising world is going to treat you, or the marketing world in general is going to treat you, and how you can improve your skills. So yeah.
I truly agree with you because, yeah, I agree to the fact that winning is not only the option that we have to keep in mind, the evolution or the holistic development, which is the one thing we should all look forward when we are coming for an MBA. So,
Yeah.
I just now want to know about your journey, how you have came to SIMC and how you have became the part of this club. Can you share some of your experiences from the selection process, how you have got selected, your interviews and all, how it went, some of experience?
Okay, so yeah, that's actually very interesting. So I had previously applied for both SIBM and SIMC both, but I've
Okay.
always wanted to do something different. I really didn't want it to be do a generalized MBA in marketing and finance. And that's when I came to know about SIMC, which properly deals with media and communication. So, you get to explore more into the creative side of it. So
Yes.
that's the first thing that really attracted me towards SIMC. So I think I got clear in January last year. Like I got shortlisted for it, and the interview process was very interesting because as other colleges, GDPI, what you call it, group discussion and personal interview, is very very, what do you call it? I'm, for the lack of word, very cooperative.
Yeah.
How it's done is corporate, very
Very
formal, very professional.
professional, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to just like sit in your place, not talk, like do anything, just keep your mics off and everything. SIMC was chaotic in a good way. Like everyone was chatting. The like our faculty, which were taking the interview, were very interactive. We have some of our alums joining the interviews. They were also like they wanted to see what kind of students are coming in. So it was a very nice experience. I had a very nice time having the interview. I think it was the chillest interview I have ever given in my life. I really enjoyed it, and that was the time like when I knew that I want to be here. I don't want to go anywhere. This is my final college. Either they're selecting me or I'm sitting another year because I want to, you know, come here. So thankfully I got in, and yeah. So as expected, it was really nice, and I think SIMC provides a lot of marketing insights on a lot of real world knowledge. So right now, when I'm doing my internship, I'm getting to know like how much my college has contributed to what I'm doing right now. The knowledge I already possess before coming into the industry. So I think that's very important and that's very helpful. And that also gives you a good start and also like presents you as a good candidate, as a good employee in front of your office team. So I think that's something I really appreciate SIMC for. Like the curriculum is very relevant to what's happening. And yeah, so that was how I got in. And yeah, so MBA, as usually MBAs are, MBA is hectic. Yeah, we get a lot of assignments, we have a lot of work, we have our midterms, our end terms, and you don't get time to breathe sometimes. But yeah, it's an experience.
So actually, this was my next question to you. That how actually you're managing the workload. As you've said, that MBA is hectic, and you are managing this cell work alongside with that, and you are actually appearing for your placement interviews, your assignments, your midterms, and final terms, and everything. So actually, how are you managing all these things? Does the pressure is very high or something?
It can get to you. The pressure is there. It can get very high. I agree with that. But it's also something like you get what you like what MBA teaches you. You get to manage time. You learn how to manage things. Learn how to multitask. You know how to where to give importance, what tasks to give importance to, what you can delay for that. So I think the most important thing which I've learned after joining MBA is time management, because you have to prioritize some works because there's a lot of work on your plate. And now that you are operating on the cells, you have academics, you have everything. So I think it can get a little overwhelming at times, but it also makes you feel very productive. It also makes you feel like you have achieved something, you have done something, and the work is actually very interesting. So you don't get bored of it. You feel like, yeah, you're doing something, you're contributing something, it's helping you grow. So I think that it can get hectic at first, but the only solution is you get used to it at some point of time. Yeah,
So,
you.
as you have said, when you came to SIMC, you were actually looking for something to do new. So, what motivated you to become the part of the clubs and committees cell? And did you had any other choices to be the part of, or this was your most prioritized committee to be the part of? And how
Uh,
actually you got selected, your selection, what kind of interviews or what kind of task you have did to prove yourself that you'd fit in well for this committee?
So yeah, we have a lot of cells in our college. Most important, like most seeked out cells are what we called cult. Cult. That's the cultural cell, and they organizes all the fests and all of the activities, events that are happening. So I do wanted to get into that, but as soon, like, I think it was not for me. As soon as I got to know about the workings, I think I was not really interested. Clubs and competition was what I wanted to, was my second priority after cult. So when I was making, so we get assignments beforehand. We get assignment. That's a selection procedure. We get 2 3 tasks, and then we have our interviews. So I think when I was doing my task, I realized that this is something I would want to be working for. This is something like I would be really interested in, hosting business competitions, learning about, even sitting in the audience makes you learn a lot about what's happening, how the people are preparing. It gets you involved. So I think I was really into that, and luckily they really liked my presentation, they really liked my task, and yeah, I got selected in the first round itself. So that's how I became the part of the club and competition cell. And yeah, my seniors were really great. My senior heads were really great. They guided me through a lot. They taught me how to, like, do budgeting. They taught me how to design competitions. They taught me how the, flow of the competition is, how you manage it, how you manage candidates, how you manage judges. So yeah, I got to learn a lot from them, and I hope I can carry that forward. Yeah.
So you were the part of this club, and now you have become the head of this club. So what was your journey? How you have evolved as a, as a candidate, and what was your learnings? How you have developed, how your holistic development was, carried forward from being just a part of this club and now becoming the head. So tell me about something.
Yeah, so the first and foremost thing that I have learned is, like, you have to believe in yourself, first of all, because I never thought like I could be heading this club, but I think the seniors and faculty have shown a lot of believe in me that I can do it, and I would really want to carry that forward. Next thing that, as I told you, I learned how to manage things at the same time, like how to manage my, now that I'm a head, I am learning how to manage different clubs and different competitions, how to manage my batchmates, how to manage my juniors at the same time. So I think me and my co-head are, like, the first month was very hectic for us. We are still figuring that out. We are a new part of student council, and we know how hectic it can get, a lot hectic. And I think I have a lot more growth left. Like, I have to grow a lot as it is. But I think from what I was a year back when I was not in this college, from then to now, I think I have grown a lot. I've learned a lot. I've learned to, that I can perform well and carry things at the same time. I can, manage a cell, maybe, because I think people do believe in me, and I have that quality in myself. I have also had a new found interest in competitions, different MBA competitions. I seek them. I, like, search for them nowadays. I listen to them. I see them on YouTube and everything, like how it is conducted, what people say. And as the belief is that it can be really boring, honestly, it's a really interesting flow of work. Like, if you sit, you get to know about how people think, how different people can think about the same thing the different ways. You can have the similar topic, and you can have like 100 perspectives for it. So I think it's a very enlightening experience. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, but yeah, I have grown a lot as a person, as a part of this cell, and as a part of the college itself. Yeah.
That's very enlightening. So, do you think that the work experience or the work you do in this club and committee somewhere helped you in, getting a good placement, or it is a matter of talking, with your recruiters? So, do you think that it plays a role in the final placements?
So I think being a part of the cell, maybe not so much in the final placement, but you do get to know about, as I told you, you do get to know about how it works, how you can. It's basically deals with how you can manage things, how you manage people, how you manage competitions and sales. And if you participate in the business competitions, if you participate in the club activities, then definitely yes, that can help you a lot in your placements, because you get to learn about uh, different strategies, how it's applied, where it's applied. And just by, even if you're not the participant and you're sitting as an audience, observing what are the participants presenting, what are the judges comments on that, and how it should be done. I think if you observe that meticulously, then I think yes, that can be a really helpful thing for you in your placements, because you have real world facts to present to your placement interviewer and everything. So it depends on you. I think how seriously you are taking the competitions, how seriously you are taking the work. And uh, and I, I think it all comes down to how much you want the company, how much you want the job, how much you're preparing for it. So yeah.
Yeah, that definitely, depends upon us only. We are the ones who wants to, get into that, and we have to work hard no matter what. Coming to this, there is a very general perception, as you have said, as we all know, that MBA life is very hectic. Even without, clubs and committees work, it's very hectic. So, do you faced any sort of challenges, coming, doing your studies, managing your grades, your presentations, and assignments, and then clubbing it with the club's work? So, do you faced any challenges? And there is a general perception that people think that if we go to this club and committee and we do this work, when we're going to enjoy our MBA life, when we're going to hang out with friends, get chill. So, does this affected your friends and other commitments?
So let me just quickly address this. There's no enjoying when you are doing an MBA. Like, you have to take out time, because it's a lot more. It's not like how graduation and a high school life is, which even I came with the hope that I will have, this is the last time I'm having my student life. Maybe I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna you know utilize it to the best. But that doesn't really happen, because MBA is very hectic. You have to focus on your academics, you have to do your cell works, you have to manage other things beside that. So yeah, it's not like you meet some very great people. You have, the most important thing we are taught in MBA is peer learning. I think most important thing, more than our faculties, more than our classes, we learn from each other. We learn from people hailing from different countries, states, like how their insights, their learnings. Some of us are work experience, some of us are freshers. So I think that is something which I really appreciate, and it helps you grow a lot. And yeah, so I think as a cell, what I have faced my challenges is in, sometimes you have to, for clubs and competition, when you're hosting the competition, you can get a lot of you know problems which you have to solve on right at the time. Like, you just have to solve it quickly. It just appears, and you don't have any time to think about it. So the first thing, so it's basically you have to be very quick with it. Like, a participant cannot join, some participants could not participate, or like, there you have an extra team, sometimes you have one less judge, or there's a problem with the timings, there's a problem with the management, there's a problem with the budget. So you have to, like, be quick witted for it. You have to manage it very quickly. Like, what should I do next, what should, like, and I think the most important part here is your cell members, like how because I think only the leaders cannot carry that forward. Your members are really important to you, whether it be your senior batch or your junior batch. They always have some ideas. We brainstorm together, like if we can increase the time, if we can make a faculty sit as a judge in the replacement of the judge who cannot appear, if we can arrange another team as quick as that, or we can, like, just if there are many teams, can we do an elimination round quickly. So that's something that you also get to learn. like if the problem arises, like which happens a lot, I think, in corporate world, that you don't have time to think, you just have to act on it, like in an hour or half an hour you have to solve the problem. So yeah, I think that's how it helps us.
So, coming to the end of this podcast, I would like to know that do you have any advice for the upcoming juniors about these clubs and committee? And do you think that the juniors should be enthusiastic to be the part of this club committees? And any advice you want to give to your juniors?
um Advices, I think it can get a little overwhelming at first. You'll have a lot of crying sessions, you'll have like breakdowns, and you'll not have time for even crying at times, because you have so much work to do. But I think the only advice will be, stay there, be consistent, it will get better. You will learn a lot, you will grow a lot. And yeah, please, I think clubs and competition is one of the best selves out there. And joining clubs and competition will not only help you grow as, as an individual, but also as a marketer, as a manager. You will get a lot of insights from the competitions as to how you can face the real world. It will also help you, spark your creative flair. So yeah, I think just be there and you'll be fine.
Well, that was very, very insightful of you, Shrutika. I must say that actually I have learned a lot from you, that how actually you have managed so many different things, and your decision to be in something creative, and you have achieved that, and now you are becoming the cell, you are the head of that cell. So this is really inspiring. Actually, you have actually motivated us, me, and I think our viewers to be prepared and just get out of their homes and just do whatever they want to do. Because I think listening to you, I have believed, and actually we have believed that we can do whatever we wanted to do. So that was very, very insightful, and I enjoyed a lot. I learned a lot from you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope I really did impart something. I hope that's something I learned. And I really liked your enthusiasm. You really are a good listener. Thank you, Prakriti, for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. And if you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends. To have enjoy other episodes, stay tuned and keep striving for excellence. Thank you.